And when I don't do these three things, I notice a significant decline in my mental health, in the work I'm doing, and what I'm getting done, and in just how I feel. What is up, guys? One second, I'm gonna put on our shirt today. I don't want you guys to think this is like a shirtless YouTube channel. I'm not gonna lie, you'll probably see me wearing the same shirts a lot because I travel very light. And even out of like the 6 or 7 shirts that I do have, I only like to wear like 2 or 3 of them. You don't need that much stuff when you travel, even just to live. You don't need that much stuff to live. And traveling helps you with that. You realize that all the shit you have in your closet, like you only wear like 3 or 4 things repeatedly. So all that shit is just extra junk that you don't even fucking need, okay? And I just got a guitar, so that's probably like the biggest thing I have now. Besides that, I literally travel with like a small carry-on, just like a regular size carry-on and a backpack. So you don't need much to live, to survive, to live a good life, to be happy. You do not need much to be happy, okay? But you do need 3 certain things, okay? And I'm gonna talk about today the 3 things that have completely changed my life, that I do every single day, that have gotten me to where I am today in terms of just happiness, or not even happiness, but just like fulfillment or sense of purpose or good mental health, just feeling good every day. Like ever since I started doing these 3 things, I've made progress in my life in different areas, okay? And when I don't do these 3 things, I notice a significant decline in my mental health, in the work I'm doing, and what I'm getting done, and in just how I feel, okay? So, the first one is gratitude, okay? I know it sounds like fucking woo, like, oh, here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Oh, be fucking grateful. Grateful. Dude, gratitude literally will change your life. If you can wake up every day and you have a system to where you give thanks for the things in your life, even the things that feel like they're bad, right? Kind of like how I talked about in my last video, like you can change your relationship to your problems. So even if you're going through something bad, the act of saying, I'm so grateful that I'm experiencing this right now because I know that ultimately it's shaping me into the person that I'm meant to become. If you can just sit with yourself and just be grateful for even the things that you feel are like the worst thing ever right now, okay? Like your whole mood, just the way you feel, it just gets you out of your mind, okay? And this is how I do it because it's hard to forget to be grateful, right? What I do is I have a Notion template, and I'm gonna put this in the Freedom Blueprint, where as soon as I open it, it's like a daily journal thing. Notion is like this app where you can just write and put info in there and like a bunch of stuff, like pictures and videos, and it's fucking awesome, honestly. But basically, I have it set up to where I just add a new entry, right? It's like a new daily entry, and the first thing that pops up is gratitude, okay? And like sometimes I'm not even in the mood, or I'm not even thinking about gratitude, or like I'm thinking about something shitty, right? As soon as I open it up, it just says gratitude. It's like, I get this like feeling like, holy shit, like what am I grateful for right now? And even if I'm just in my mind about the worst shit ever, I flip it, right? And I start off every single day like this. I flip it and I'm like, holy shit, like I'm so grateful that I'm out here living in Colombia or Buenos Aires or wherever I am in the moment, and that I'm experiencing this life right now. I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to create the life that I want. I'm so grateful that I'm feeling these fucking deep and heavy emotions right now because it reminds me that I'm human and that I'm living. And I'm so grateful for all these things, these bad things that have been happening to me, because I know that so many better things are coming, okay? Like, I literally do this every single day. And I'll just, whatever else I'm grateful for. I think I heard somebody say one time, like, if you're 50 and you're looking back at your 20s, you know what I mean? What would you be grateful for what you had then, right? So I'm like, dude, I'm living in fucking South America, working from my fucking computer. Like, how fucking cool is that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, man, it literally just completely changes your body chemistry. I actually heard that from Tony Robbins too, saying that it's not just like this like woo rah rah thing. Like, when you're actually grateful and you put yourself and you feel the things that you have and that you're grateful for, like, your body chemistry actually changes, and it puts you in this state of abundance or receiving. You're not just in this woe is me, the world sucks, nothing works out in my favor, like, attitude, that's what you start attracting, right? But if every single day you start off the day with just genuinely being grateful for everything that's happening to you, even the things that you think are bad right now, life will just give you so many positive things to be grateful for every single day. And there is always things to be grateful for. So that is number one. I swear, ever since I quit my job and I started traveling, I have done this every single day, like, without miss. I open my computer, I do a daily entry, and I'm like, oh shit, what am I grateful for? You know? So that is how you can actually make sure that you do it, right? So that is number one, is gratitude. The next thing is working out. You know, like, I also talked about this in my last video. I don't think depression as a condition is real. Sure, there's probably some extreme cases where people are mentally ill. I'm not denying that. But in 90% of people that are dealing with depression and anxiety and you're not depressed. You just probably aren't working out, okay? And you're probably just not working and doing the things that your soul, that your heart wants to do. I think you can feel depressed. I think that's true. You can definitely feel depressed, you know, but labeling yourself as a condition that you need medical help, not fucking true, okay? Every single day, it is a non-negotiable for me to work out. As soon as I made this a non-negotiable, then my entire life changed. And it's not like you have to go to the gym and lift weights every day. I only lift weights 3 times a week, okay? And that is plenty to put on muscle, whatever the fuck you want to do. Every other day, I'll run or just do some calisthenics or just go outside and, like, be active, you know? But that is a non-negotiable for you to be outside in the sun, working out every single day. As soon as I started doing that, my life completely changed. And not even just that, but I noticed my life change and the way I feel if I stop doing it, which is why I don't. I never miss a day. Because I know that if I don't do it, I'm gonna feel like shit, okay? I'm gonna feel like shit the next day, I'm gonna feel like shit that day, and this is not gonna be a good time, okay? I'm gonna question my entire life, I'm gonna feel depressed, I'm gonna get anxious, so don't do that, okay? I work out every single day. Gratitude, working out, and lastly, it is cleansing your mind every single day of all the thoughts that are in it. First thing in the morning, okay? And I'm, like, getting all out of order here because typically what I do as soon as I wake up is my brain does not work when I wake up, okay? I'm not capable of working. I have too much energy. Like, I can't sit down at my computer and work. So typically what I do is I'll go for a run instantly. And I've played around with this to where I don't work out in the mornings and I only work out once a day, like in the evening. But now I work out twice a day, every single day. And the first thing I do is I go for a run. I come back and then I open up my Notion thing and then I do the gratitude. And then I do a thought dump, okay, where I just dump out everything that's going on in my mind. And this is especially useful if you are a creator or if you want to be a creator or if you're an artist or whatever. But I actually got this from this book called The Artist's Way. You do morning pages, right, where you fill up 3 pages, physical pages, of just your fucking thoughts. Even if nothing wants to come out, you force things out. Like, you could just write, like, I don't know what to write, over and over again until things start coming out. Like, eventually things will come out, right? But usually you do have things that you're thinking about and you just write them out. Like, nobody's gonna read this, right? And, like, I do this on my computer, so you don't have to do it on physical paper. But nobody's gonna read this. It's just for you to get everything out, because that way you're not ruminating on these thoughts that just are in your mind all day long, playing over and over and over and over and over again. You get it out on paper, and then you're free to open your mind to new ideas, to new downloads, or whatever. It just comes down from the heavens, or from the source, or from whatever you believe in. It will come down and it will inspire you, okay? But you have to get out these thoughts so that you're able to actually focus on things. So those are the 3 things that have completely changed my life since I started doing them repeatedly and consistently. On top of that, I'll mention meditating. I'm not the best meditator, as in like I don't do it every day consistently, but I think meditation is like it's more of like a lifestyle, really. Like once you like really grasp it and understand it, like you can meditate anywhere, right? So I don't sit and meditate like 15 minutes or 30 minutes a day like I used to anymore, but whenever I go run, I don't bring music, okay? So I think it's super important to note that you should try to do things in your regular day without music, without distractions, without a fucking podcast in your ear, without being on social media. Just find moments, ordinary moments, where you're just walking down the street to go somewhere and you're not on your phone and you're not listening to music, or you're running with no music, right? Or you go for a walk and all you bring is like a pen and a little notebook, but you don't bring your phone, right? Or you eat with silence, like you don't watch something. These things are hard, right? Because we're so used to just like blah, blah, stimulation. So you don't have to just like start meditating, right? But what's really useful and valuable is to just find quiet times to just be with yourself and your mind, and learn to sit with yourself and your feelings of discomfort. And if it's too much to bear, if there's like some really deep discomfort where you can't be alone, then you need to dig deep and figure out where that's coming from, okay? Because if you can't sit alone with your thoughts, then you can't tap into your creator essence so that you can create and shapeshift your reality and transform it into what you want it to be, right? If you're always consuming, and you're always taking in inputs and information and blah, 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 fucking overload and shit, then you're never going to be able to sit and tune in to yourself and into your intuition and your inner voice that ultimately knows what's best for you, and it knows exactly where you need to go, okay? So those are the 3 and bonus things that completely have changed my life since I started doing them. The more you can tap into this abundance, flow state, and put yourself in uncomfortable situations like working out or running, you know, like it doesn't feel comfortable, it doesn't feel good to wake up and go on a run, okay? The first like 2 miles suck ass, but then you start to feel better, you know? So put yourself in uncomfortable situations, be grateful, get out your thoughts, and take care of your mental health, okay? It's so important. Such a daily practice. It is not something that you just wake up one day and your mental health is good forever. It literally does not happen, okay? It is work. It takes effort. It takes discipline, but it is worth it because you feel good and you know how to take care of yourself and you know the things that you need to do to feel good, okay? So those are the 3 things that work for me. They may or may not work for you, but everybody else I talk to that does these things, it works for them. So that should tell you something. All right, guys, that is my video for the day, and much love. Freedom Blueprint is on the way, which all this stuff is in there also, like in way more detail. So stay tuned for that. I'm stoked to have that out, have that done. And yeah, baby, much love. Mwah.